guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. As you guys just saw, I did this eye tutorial using the Beauty Glazed Perfect Neutral palette, and this is what it looks like inside. So basically this palette, I didn't buy it myself. Guys got in contact with me on Instagram and they sent it to me, so I'm very thankful to Beauty Glazed for doing that. So they sent me this one and they also sent me this one. This is what it looks like, the pressed glitters. I did do a tutorial using these pressed glitters. I used the palette, I forgot the name of the palette now, but I will leave it in the card above. That was from Beauty Glazed basically, and I used those pressed glitters so you guys can see how they work and stuff. But yeah, the second one they gave me is this one, and honestly this funny story behind this palette is that when they got in contact with me and they asked me if I would like to try it, of course I said okay, and then I was like, oh my god, I wish they give me this one, because they asked me which palettes I already have because they knew I owned a few of the palettes. So I told them the two palettes that I had, and they were like, okay, that's fine, we're gonna send the ones we're gonna send you, you're gonna love it too. And I was telling my sister, okay, I hope they send me this one because I wanted to buy it myself anyways to review it, because this is literally the dupe for Soft Glam, which I already have a tutorial on my channel as well. Basically my sister did my makeup for me on that video. I will leave that in the card as well, so you guys can go and check it out. But this is what Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette looks like. Oops, the brush fell out. And there, right? And now I'm going to put this one side by side, you guys. They are literally identical. Even the shade placement is literally same too. Some of the names are same as well. For example, they have a shade here called Sienna. They also have a shade here called Sienna. They've got like on the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, it says Noir, but that one's called Black. Of course, the intensity of the palette, if you look at it really closely, is obviously not the same. For instance, if you look at this palette right here, which is the gold one, it's called Maze in Beauty Glazed palette. Let me see if this focus. Right, and if you look at this one here, which is called Bronze, like of course this one is a lot more intense. I will do a quick swatch to so you guys can see. And obviously Anastasia Beverly Hills, the shades are obviously a lot more pigmented and a lot more smooth and creamier compared to the Beauty Glazed one. So this is the Beauty Glazed one, and that's the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I will do the black as well. Okay, this is surprisingly Beauty Glazed. Okay, so this one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills and this one's by Beauty Glazed, and surprisingly the Beauty Glazed one's a little bit more pigmented compared to Anastasia one. But overall, you guys, when you look at it, literally like you just can't go wrong. A few things that I've noticed about this palette is that it also has a lot of kickback, like the Anastasia one did, and but the payoff is actually really decent. I didn't look at the price. I will leave it in the, I will try and find it on eBay, Amazon and AliExpress, because I know that all three websites has it, and I will leave a link for this and the cheapest one I find for you guys. But I'm sure it's probably maximum like £3 to £5 between that price, 3 to 5. I don't think it's anything more than that. It's probably going to be cheaper actually in some places. So yeah, you guys, and I did manage to create this look that's going on my eye right now effortlessly. It didn't take like too much time, it didn't take like too much blending or anything like that. And this shade that I have on my eyelid right now is called Glazed, and honestly when I put it on, you guys will see, even with dry, no spray, nothing, I didn't use like any fixing spray or anything, and the color was there, the pigment was there. Of course I went with a couple of times simply because I was blending and obviously the color was like, it was fading away, but overall like the pigment was really there. And I'm really surprised because I know the dupe, and I know the two palettes that I've used by them so far has performed amazingly, but even then I don't know, because you know, you just think like maybe it's not going to perform as good as the other two, you know, because they are quite, because of the fact that it's really affordable. But they always surprise me with the performance, you guys, especially when it comes to these palettes and these brands. So yeah, and the palette, like I said, the packaging is really cute as well. The actual box looks like this, and the packaging looks like that. It's the same, and it's literally called ultra pigmented shadows perfect neutral. That's what this palette is called. It's cruelty free. It's made in China. Is there anything else you guys need to know about? Let's see. Oh, the fact that it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shades, and they all have names on them, you guys. This is a really good point, like, you know, especially when you're doing tutorials, because I don't mind tutorials aren't talked through, but I still like it because obviously I show you guys which shade I'm using. I just think it's a better reference when you're letting people know or showing people what you're doing and what color you're using. So that's a good. It doesn't come with a mirror, but this is what the lid looks like, and it's magnetic, so that's a good thing. I'm really thankful to Beauty Glazed for sending me this palette as well as the pressed glitter one. Yeah, it's nice when companies actually get in contact with you and send you things, because it just helps you out, doesn't it? And obviously I was going to buy it myself. I actually purchased they came up with a new palette, and I actually can't pronounce the name, and I'm not going to do it here. I will show you. It's got like pops of greens and blue, and I really like that palette, so I already placed an order for that one. Can't wait for that one to come in so I can show you guys and play with that palette too. Other than that, I do have 2 reviews now of, well, 2 tutorials with 2 different using Beauty Glazed 2 different palettes, which I will leave in the card as well. As my whole face goes, you guys, like all the product information and stuff. I'm doing a review on this foundation that I'm using, which I will leave it in the card once it's up. I just don't want to get black shadows all over you guys, because it's velvet. So if you don't have the money, £43, because that's a lot of money to be spending on one palette, go out and buy this one, because you can get a similar look using this palette, right? And this is literally what, maximum £3 to £5, like I said, and this one's £43. So oops, this one's £43. So yeah, that's a very good dupe, in my opinion. I don't know if there's any other brand that's doing a dupe for this palette yet, but they came out with this palette fairly quick, you know. Like, I got Soft Glam, and then within a week or 2 I saw this one, and I was like, oh wow, like, you know, that was fast to come up with a dupe straight away, right? Like, you know, if you don't want to spend your money, like I said, that much money on one palette, go ahead and buy the Beauty Glazed one. If not, go ahead and buy Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, because like I said, the pigment in terms of like the payoff and stuff, of course, and the feel of the actual shades, of course, a lot more creamy and smooth. So if you want, you can go ahead and buy the Soft Glam too, because that one's really good too. But if you ask me for a good dupe, I've got one right here. So yeah, you guys, that's it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.